let me make it home. Leave me alone. Let me live. Let me long. This place in peace. America's a big place, plenty room to breathe. Clocking in early, I just wanna eat. Got kids at the table, bills on repeat. I don't need a sermon, I need groceries. News yelling more, Twitter yelling sent. Everybody talking, nobody clocking in. I ain't trying to say the world with a sign and a tweet. I'm trying to keep lights on, gas in the Jeep. Don't need your labels, don't need your fight. I love this country, I love my life. Keep it think pieces out my face tonight. I'm busy building, I'm busy right. America's beautiful, now stay the fuck out my way. I just wanna feed my kids, see a brighter day. I don't need your liberal bullshit in my brain. I want peace, a paycheck, and a little bit of rain. Yeah, America's beautiful, leave me alone. Let me work, let me live, let me make it home. They argue in circles, I'm stuck in a line. Prices go up, but the talk stay high. Minded every problem solved with a hashtag parade. Still can't tell me why I render this way. I ain't scared.
Yo, yo.
Yo.
What's up, bro?
Nothing much, man. My devices are acting a fucking fool.
Man, you know that's how it does when they know you're going live.
Hey, man, every damn time.
It takes me about 5 minutes to get my camera reset back to my computer every time. I feel it. But what's good, everybody? Welcome in to Unfiltered Logic. You're locked in. This is the only place where if you feel like the, mainstream media, you're tired of it, treat you like you don't have any critical thinking skills, you can come here and we can give you the raw truth, man. We, no twist to it, no BS. Today we're talking about, what's going on in Detroit, the curfew. Me and Desmond here, we're going to break it down. Go over a couple of these videos where they're talking about it, hear what the news is saying, and we're going to see what you guys have to say. If you guys are new here, drop a 1 in the chat. If you guys have been here before, drop a 2. Let me know. And what's your number? Drop what state you're in. Are you in Texas? Are you in Florida? Are you in Kansas? Where you guys at? Drop a 1 in the chat if you're new, a 2 in the chat if you've been here before. And if you're whatever state you're from, let us know.
Boy. Is it streaming to your Facebook on your end? Because it's not going to mine.
Yeah, it's going to mine. Maybe just refresh it. It says it's going to yours.
It might be my signal over here. My stuff be acting all kind of wonky. But Saturday it was yours that was acting stupid, wasn't it?
I don't know. I think it was good for me. I think it was streaming
Saturday.
Oh, you know what? When it was on your stream, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saturday night. Because I think we did a Saturday during the day too, didn't we?
Yeah, we're just fine from what I remember.
Yeah.
So I guess my stuff will catch up, but I got it on YouTube right here, so I can see it too. So we're good.
Cool. All right, I'm about to.
You got double monitor.
Start this up, y'all. So Tammy Parker says, if the parents get charged and their EBT benefits are stripped, these parents will stop letting the kids run around. Ooh, Tammy already getting into it. We didn't even start we didn't even kick it off yet. She said if they EBT got stripped, what you think? You think if they were held accountable with EBT, you think the parents would crack down on the kids?
To an extent, but free will also comes into play too. So,
you know what I think they would do? I think they would start Black Lives Matter riots, run around yelling Trump is the devil, and burning cars down. I don't think they would. If you take away that EBT, they just gonna get more pissed off. They ain't gonna, you
Oh
know,
yeah, yeah.
correct themselves. They feel entitled to that, so
Got a point
they're
there.
not gonna, correct themselves at all. But although that would be a good consequence, I'm not gonna lie to you, that would be a really good consequence, Tim. All right, so let's get into it then, since Tammy kicked it off already. So it's from a while ago. This is when this first started. This isn't, this incident right now, but this is just to give you guys a little bit of background that this has been going on for about a year.
On Friday, a 15-year-old boy accidentally shot himself in the hand. Now police are ramping up their calls for harsher penalties when it comes to parents whose kids break curfew.
Anytime a child, because that's what he is, he's 15 years old, is injured or shot like that, it's obviously a huge problem for us. Parents need to take a little responsibility for their children.
Detroit Police Commander John Savek says on Friday at around 11:30 at night, a 15-year-old boy was walking around with a friend when he accidentally shot himself in the hand.
He said, "What's your friend's name? What's your friend's phone number?" "Oh, I don't know that." His parents didn't know who he was with, how he got access to a firearm. It's just...
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like he was there and he said that he shot himself in the hand, but it sounds like his friend shot him and he didn't want to tell on his friend. And it really wasn't his friend. That's what it sounds like. How he didn't have his phone number, he didn't know his name.
How he said what, 14?
15, yeah, 14, 15. The other kid was probably about 14.
Yeah.
They young, they can't even get a car yet. What they doing out this late? There's no reason they should be out this late.
I knew when my kids was in and out the house. I'm just saying.
Man, my kids ain't that old yet, but I know I'm gonna be on them about that.
When they didn't think I knew they was in and out the house, I knew they was in and out the house.
That's how it's supposed to be. Like, I remember my dad used to have, he'll get a hair and set it on the doorknob just to know if somebody opened the door, because he know if that hair's still gonna be there or not. Like, it's little things that parents gonna do to be really making sure they know what's going on in their own house. You got a camera system, you don't got nothing. You don't know how your kids is getting in and out, doing different things.
Bro, my guy said they absolutely should receive consequences.
Yeah. And he said, as it should be. Ricky Kelly said, amazing, arrest parents but turn criminals loose. Yeah, no, they need to get the criminals too.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear what else they got to say here. This is from before again, y'all. So this is 11 months ago. So this has been going on nearly a year now.
He's a young man who shouldn't have been on the streets.
Commander Savek says the 15-year-old boy seemed to be lying about where he was during the shooting.
He got a ticket for a curfew violation, and his parents got a ticket for parental responsibility.
On Monday, there will be a public hearing to talk about upping the fines and more penalties for adults when it comes to minors breaking curfew. The proposed changes would increase the first offense fines from between $75 and $100 to $250. The fine for parents with second offenses would increase to $500, and they could also face probation.
Ultimately, you got to pay the price for their actions sometimes, If they ain't going to school, we got to pay the price.
While this Detroit parent agrees with upping the fines, one woman I spoke with has a different view.
Don't agree with is that the parents have to pay because, like I said, you could raise your child to be, you're going to be here. I know your people who you're hanging out with. I know this, I know that, I know this about you. But once you leave my door, that could change.
That public hearing will be...
She act like she can't make sure you stay in the door before 10 o'clock. Like, I'm not understanding. Like, she's saying you can't be, holding them accountable. Like, oh, well, once they leave your door, they keep them in the door. It's past 10 o'clock. It's the curfew. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how they'll just fade and duck accountability at any
as soon as
given
mama
chance.
go to sleep, though, the motherfucker might be out the window.
Hey, that's that. That's that. But that's why you get cameras, you get an alarm system. You make sure they know that we're gonna know that you left. Even if I'm asleep still, when I wake up, my phone gave me 6 alerts that you left the house.
Right. Or you get
you know,
you do like you get the dad brain, you get that little sensor, the window sensor. As soon as they lift that window up and put that deafening beep.
Oh yeah. Start beeping at you.
Hell yeah, wake up everybody. I'm definitely getting up for that. If I got to get up for that out my sleep because you did it,
boy.
Oh man,
somebody gonna get something. Ricky Kelly said, Sam Parker, so you're glad they're letting criminals loose and charging their parents you're sick. I'm sure that's not what Tammy is saying.
I'm sure that's not what's going on.
that's not what's going on either. That's kind of a stretch. So apparently, and as you've seen, they're not charging the parents with anything. They're giving them a fine. And what they're doing is they're increasing the fine if there's multiple offenses. And all that's doing is holding the parents accountable. Same thing if you have, and this is probably going to be a bad example for some people, but if you have your dog and your dog goes out and bites somebody, you have to pay a fine. You can get sued.
Restitution.
You have to be responsible for what your dependents, those who depend on you, you're responsible for. So they can't go out and do whatever they want to do without any consequence. And if they just give a consequence to the kid, they know the kid probably ain't even going to deal with the consequence, and they're not going to care about it. They're just going to be mad at the police. If they give you a consequence, you're going to teach them differently to no longer go out and do things against the law, go out after curfew, go out and do these teen takeovers, because that's why they're cracking down on this. They're cracking down on this because there's been a lot of teen takeovers, and they're even talking about adjusting the curfew for June 4th, July 4th, for the fireworks show, because they're worried that it's going to be another teen takeover. So they've been doing this for a minute now, trying to adjust because they're already seeing a path, a pattern, and trying to nip it in the butt. Yeah, so it's not like they're getting charged. They're just getting a fine. Now, if you continuously do it, just like anything, it can start becoming an actual, criminal offense.
Not paying fines, what they call it, delinquent. Yeah, those fines rack up. You become delinquent. Now you're liable to get jail time.
Yep. Jesse Nichols. Don't know. What don't you know, Jesse? Sammy said, thank you. My boy Dez said, you are welcome. Y'all can go check out Dez right here, too. This is his YouTube right here. So if you guys want to be able to find Dez, go check him out on YouTube. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull up. What are y'all thoughts so far, though? Like, what would you guys be against having a stricter curfew where you live? Like, do you think 10 o'clock is a good time? Do you think that it should be a little bit earlier, maybe 9 or 8 o'clock? Do you think that that's too early? Do you think that it should be like 11 or 12? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Or do you think that there shouldn't be a curfew because, back in the day, there was no curfew. You were able to run around and do what you wanted to do, and you didn't have to worry about the boogeyman outside. So let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think?
I'll say this in regards to curfew. I think like the structure of curfew has changed, especially since COVID. Because if you look at how like curfew was implemented before COVID, there were actual stores that were open, like all night, 24, a lot more 24-hour stores that were open. Therefore, curfew seemed, in my mind, like a more necessary thing to implement because there was more liability, right? But after COVID, all those stores became not 24 hours, right? Closing at 11, 12, stuff like that. So you can implement a curfew, but I think like the stores or whatnot, like the businesses got kind of smart on their end. It was like, now we're going to implement our own curfew, right? So Yeah, you're implementing the curfew, but at this point, it's like, what are we really stopping? Right? Like, I get it, vandalism,
Yeah.
The teen takeovers, that goes as part and parcel of the kids have nowhere to go. It's like what I was saying. After, you're a little bit younger than I am, so we used to go to Walmart 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Nothing to do.
Man, they had that the whole time. They stopped that at COVID. You said I'm 11. Well, I'm not 6.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm just saying. So COVID, like all that stuff. So it's like, where, like, even for adults, where do we, like, because I'm more introverted. Where do I go just to, to browse Walmart, do my shopping late at night or whatnot? So I can kind of understand the angst that kids have. There's nowhere to go. All the things that used to be available are shut down, right? So it's a complex situation.
Well, that's a good point that you're making, that everything shuts down earlier naturally now after COVID. But what I would say to kind of counter that is that would be even more reason why we need a curfew now more than we did before. Because if everything's closed, these kids, like I used to, as a kid at 15, and as a matter of fact, when I was about 14 or 15, I actually got hit with a curfew violation, with a citation. So like I understand, and we was out at the park playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I didn't even know what a curfew was. I was like, curfew? My mom don't make me go in the house. I'm old enough, like what I'm saying? I was like, what are you talking about? So I didn't even know there was a curfew. And I got a citation for that. But what I will say is there was things that you could do. Like you said, I could go through Walmart and we would walk through Walmart 12, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock,
right,
whatever time, messing around, goofing around. Maybe we buying something, maybe we not. Maybe we just gonna walk through this bitch and walk back out of it.
Right.
And we done have fun. Maybe we done hopped on the little scooters and we riding through here, the little cart, and we done did that before. And that was a different time. But now, where are you going to go if you're not going into an establishment? If all the restaurants are closed, all the stores are closed, you're not going, because we wasn't hurting nobody when we was in Walmart. Right. Was we irritating the associates a little bit?
Yeah,
probably.
There, but
we was probably irritating the hell out the employees.
Nobody got shot.
But you know what I'm saying? Nobody got shot. Nobody got violently, nobody got threatened. Nobody nothing. So now that you have all these establishments that are closed, it's even more reason why you need curfew, because there's nothing else for you to do. It's kind of like what you hear a lot of people tell their little girl, like, oh, ain't nothing open past 12 o'clock except for somebody's legs. Like, ain't nothing open, so the only thing you could do is get into trouble, so that's kind of the way I look at it. And I understand how you see that.
Right.
But I feel like,
I see your perspective too.
Yeah, because I'm like, man, if it ain't nothing to do, you might as well go home. Whatever you could go do with your homeboys. If you truly just having a good time with your homeboys that late at night, you could do it at somebody's house, somebody's living room.
Yeah. But a lot of the kids out right now, they don't have they're in the parents' homes. You can't just go to your parents' living room and bring everybody over like they want to. So
yeah.
Again, I understand the teenage angst. It was that Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. Yeah, man.
But I mean, be real. Everybody has somebody's house that you could go to that they didn't care. They mama let everybody come over. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in every neighborhood, every block, every street, there's that one friend that they parent is cool with everybody coming over at the same time. Y'all all eating all the snacks. Y'all drinking all the drinks. Playing on the PlayStation. Or you probably weren't playing. You was probably playing on the Nintendo 64 or some shit,
Oh, see, you hit that. I play with PlayStation, yeah.
And you was playing on the daily newspaper and shit.
You should have said Atari.
Hey, look, man, that's why I said the newspaper. You was playing the games on the newspaper. You ain't even had the system out yet.
This motherfucker.
Tammy Parker said,
got some good comments right there, though. Some good points.
Yeah. She said, no, the kids and parents should be charged Fines whatever it takes to get them off the streets. That's a fact. Because the point is, we want to keep them from doing these crimes so that we can make these cities better and they're more livable, and we can actually, I don't know, maybe actually flourish, do good things without having to worry about every big city being so crime ridden.
I
You
believe
could
in
just go and enjoy the city.
I definitely believe in confinement.
Yeah. So, I'm true heart. I'm just gonna say true heart. Back in the day, the TV stations at 10 p.m. would ask, "Do you know where your children are?" Boy, you have people on Facebook tweeting all sorts of different things, mad, talking about why the TV ask me, do I know where my kids are? Who is the owner of this channel?
That wouldn't work
They'd be
today because
pissed off.
everything's streaming.
Yeah, that's it. Huh. Not knowing where your children are at that time of night is abuse by neglect. I agree to that. Okay, Ricky Kelly and Tammy is going back and forth. Tammy Parker, the criminals need charged as well. Maybe you also, you see, y'all gotta put these sentences together properly. Y'all be having me sound like I got Tourette's or something when I be reading these, like I'm slow, but really y'all be typing it wrong. And then I be going back, I be reading it like, did I read that wrong? No, you said the criminals need charged as well. Maybe you also okay.
It's his show, so I'm leaving all the reading up to him. So, and I ain't got my glasses either. So, yeah.
No,
very little help from me in that area.
Man, and I don't got nothing against Ricky Kelly. I'm sure you come and check out the channel all the time. I just made an example out of this comic because I've been getting a lot of that lately. Y'all been making me look slow. Let's see. All right, so this is.
And you have to be, as a parent, for your kids to be considered accompanied by an adult.
A local mom is taking issue with a decision by Detroit police to detain her children while they were downtown for the Ford fireworks. Thank you so much for being here with us for the news at 6 o'clock. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Ty Steele. Thanks for joining us tonight. That mother says she was only blocks away from her teen children when the 8 o'clock curfew hit Monday night. And she tells us she couldn't get her kids back after identifying herself to officers.
Local 4's Khalil Maycock joins us live downtown. Khalil, I understand. So this woman told you she had a tough time trying to find her children after they were detained, and that had to be scary too.
Yeah, she said that was the most upsetting part. She says she was told multiple different locations before being told the right place to pick them up. And she says if something like this happens again, she wants police to do a better job of directing parents where to go. This is video Tia Sam shared with me. It shows her 2 children and godson being detained Monday evening.
I was not expecting to be detained, and it never happened before, so I was confused.
As a parent, it was just very frightening.
Sam says she and her family were downtown preparing to watch the Ford fireworks show. She allowed the older children to walk ahead of her a few blocks while the younger ones stayed closer. But she knew something was wrong when she walked further on Jefferson and saw this.
I'm like, well, what's going on? I'm their mom. My name is Tia. Here's my ID. What do you need from me? Can I, get my children? And he's like, well, there's a curfew going on and you should have been here. And I'm like, well, I was here. I was just walking behind them. They were in front of me, but I was here.
The curfew Monday night was 8 p.m. for children 17 and under. And those.
So she was there. Dang, I didn't. So they not playing with y'all in Detroit.
Say.
They not playing with you. Hey, if y'all didn't know, y'all better know. They not playing. If y'all live in Detroit, does anybody in the chat live in Detroit or live in Michigan at all? If y'all got kids around 15, 16, 17, don't let your kids leave your sight. Not even a little bit. They are tired of these teen takeovers. They really not playing with y'all.
That's what I said, man. They're making examples.
Boy, I'll tell you.
The first few hundred is going to be examples. Just saying.
Yeah.
They're going to get it the roughest.
Yeah. That's crazy, though. I would have thought, with the mom popping up around the corner, they would have been like, oh, okay. You're here? All right. Well, let me let them go. Nope. Nah, we keeping them. But here's why this is all going down. Let me show y'all why this is going down. This is what's been going on the last few months. If my YouTube would load. Timothy Taylor. Single mothers with no live and fathers can control teenage kids who choose to be rebellious. I agree. That's the issue. It'd be the single moms. They'd be all on their own. And half the time it's because they choose to not, be with the man. They choose to not make the right decisions. So, and a lot of times they pretend like they choose not to be with the man, but really they choose to not make the right decisions to actually be in a family setting because they've seen other people do it and they've seen other people they thought that the other people were successful doing it on their own, being able to play both roles, doing everything, being able to go out and date and have fun. And it's not fun like people make it seem on social media. And that's the thing, they're getting tricked by social media. And they come out here and do these stupid things, allowing their kids to just do whatever.
And one of the other things I noticed, I feel like there's some merit to it. I might have to do some actual research. I feel like a lot of the uproar with these societal issues come from these particular women on social media. And I started to ask myself, where's the guy that works 16 hours a day and comes home to take care of his family? I don't see him making videos complaining about Donald Trump sitting in ice somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'll tell you, it's exactly that. It's the people who sit at home. They have nothing better to do. It's mostly single women or women that typically, you don't see a woman that is under her man's leadership that will be going out doing that, because typically a strong man is not going against Donald Trump. On the left, they're all weenies and sissies, so
the other
kind of
part
hard
of
to
that
get
is,
anything.
if there are men like me, and I see my woman getting stressed out by all this social media president bullshit, I'm taking your phone.
Yeah.
Because
You're
apparently
not doing
you
that.
can't handle it, so I'm taking your phone.
Yeah. It's giving you this type of meltdown. You don't need it. For real. Man, I don't know why this is taking so long for it to load on here. You want to respond to him while I pull this up?
They say, well, most women are single mothers because most men with no kids want to seriously date women with want to seriously date women with baby fathers. I'm pretty sure you say don't. I'm pretty sure you mean don't want to.
No. He means what he said. It be so many people out here,
Most women are single mothers because most men with no kids want to seriously date women with multiple baby fathers. Okay, is that sarcasm?
I think he's being sarcastic too.
Sarcasm.
Yeah. But they think that, and that's kind of the point, is that they think that.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
It's not necessarily. But here it is right here. Let's hear about the teen takeover.
Residents say the large crowds are creating chaos, and some are calling for changes to the curfew laws.
Gino Vici joins us from downtown with more on what they want and the city's willingness to move up that curfew.
Currently, for 16 and 17-year-olds in the city of Detroit, they have to be off the streets by 11 p.m. But in other major cities like Philadelphia, Chicago, Los Angeles, curfew for under 18 is 10 p.m. That's an hour earlier. Some residents I spoke with say it needs to be much earlier than even that. Question is changing the curfew something the city of Detroit would consider? Well, tonight we're getting answers.
And it's ridiculous. I actually think that the curfew for them should be like 4 o'clock.
10 o'clock easy. I could see maybe 9 p.m.
She said 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock what? You don't mean in the morning.
I'm hoping she's strict.
Yeah, I'm hoping she be like right after school. Take your ass home. Don't go to basketball practice. Don't go just collect $200. Don't do nothing. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, that sounds more reasonable. I honestly think 10 o'clock is kind of good.
But you see what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but women, we got 4 o'clock. We don't know if she means 4 a.m. or 4 p.m. With the guys, we got something reasonable. 10 p.m., 9:30.
But and we don't know, but we know. we know.
These residents think they are fed up with these teen takeovers downtown, like Lauren Walker, who says this has been a major safety issue for her and her husband, who live right downtown.
And the people who live downtown, we're just in fear of like being mugged, shot, robbed, like trying to turn over our cars. Like the curfew should be 4 o'clock. I just feel like that.
Walker says curfew needs to be way earlier if they're not with their parents, because she says clearly these teens can't control themselves.
It's very frustrating. I have a little tiny dog. I can't even take my dog into the park when they're down there because they're running all up on you, and it's just traumatizing.
Brock Little says he was riding his bike downtown over the weekend and says what he saw made him want to leave immediately.
And I just see this loud, ooh, and I looked in a certain direction, and I see about 100 teens just walking down the sidewalk.
Brock says,
Boy, what you do, you look up on the street, you riding your bicycle, not your motorcycle. You look over, you see about 100 reckless teens finna do a teen takeover. They coming down, they setting havoc, they flopping on cars. Think about how you was when you was a kid.
My instinct
but
is
100
to
of
take my
you.
belt and prepare to whoop some behind.
I might grab my belt, but it ain't gonna be the belt that I'm taking off. Hey, look, they better back the fuck up.
I probably am gonna address the whole crowd, but like what they got going on, why ain't they home, where their parents at, and one of them's gonna jump fly, or 4 or 5 of them might jump fly, and I'm just not.
No, 20 of them gonna jump fly. I'm not saying shit to them little niggas. I'm gonna keep rolling by. I'm gonna call the police. Hey, look, Mr. Officer. Yeah, you got about 100 to 200 different badass little kids that need cleanup.
See, I'm trying to
get them off of Roosevelt.
I'm trying to keep the police off their ass though, so I'm gonna try to reason with them.
The police ain't gonna go over there and arrest 100 motherfuckers. They gonna do the same thing you was trying to go do.
They gonna or they gonna come in with the rubber bullets.
They not doing that to 100 teenagers. They gonna come in there. They gonna try to reason with them. The teenagers gonna go in there and try to jump them, and then they gonna come in with the rubber bullets and gas their ass.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's why I need to be a police chief. We going to rubber bullets off rip. These kids supposed to be home.
It sound good to you. Them lawsuits coming across your table. Hey, when I worked in the prison, I had a lieutenant like that. And as soon as an inmate would like start jacking a tray or jacking a side, they didn't want to give up the whatever type of equipment they might have got their hands on. He was trying to go straight up in there, get the big ass gas of CO2, throw it up in there, bomb them out, start hitting his ass with rubber bullets. He trying to immediately go in like that so that they don't try him. Boy, you know how many lawsuits he got across his desk after about 2 weeks?
I'm a novice. I'm clueless to how many. Just indulge me. How many?
At a minimum 20. Like everybody who we ran down on was writing home to get a lawsuit. Because that's how they try to get their family taken care of.
Yeah.
They can't wait for you to do something like that. There's people that go around and they really can't wait for law enforcement or any type of public servant to do anything wrong to them because they're gonna sue the fuck out the city.
You got a point.
The curfew should be 9 p.m. for under 18 and believes it's not a reasonable solution for police to babysit this many teens.
The parents need to watch over the kids instead of the police doing it.
In other major cities, curfew is roughly an hour earlier. We caught up to Detroit Mayor Mary Sheffield to ask about potentially making changes to the city's curfew.
Would the city consider changing the curfew to an earlier time?
So what we're really looking at right now is parental responsibility. Over the last 2 takeovers, the city has issued well over 50 parental responsibility tickets, and less than half of the parents have actually showed up to court. So we're looking at different ways to further enhance and really push parental responsibility, and that is what we're working with the chief and the courts on right now.
Some residents agree this is the answer, writing tickets to parents whose teen violates curfew.
I think that's the biggest thing is enforcement.
While others believe an earlier curfew may be the better solution.
Yes, I think that is the best solution. So like 4 o'clock, you shouldn't be downtown at all after 4 o'clock.
She was not playing, man.
Why they keep showing this lady talking about 4 o'clock?
Because she ain't playing.
Boy, hey, what time? Let me know down in the comments. What time y'all think on average? What time do y'all think a curfew should be for anybody under the age of 18? You think it should be 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock? What y'all think? Because we hearing 4 o'clock. Hey, y'all think 4 o'clock? Honestly, depending on what city. If we talk about Chicago, 3:30. 3:30. Don't even get out of school.
Homeschool.
The homeschooled and badass kids.
Especially if you're not with a parent.
In Detroit, getting answers. I'm Gino Vici, CBS News, Detroit.
High school practice barely over by folks. Shoot. Yeah, you're right. Our practice ran through 6 when I was growing up. Gosh.
Good about time.
Tell Coach, I gotta go. My mom got curfew for me at 4 o'clock.
Man, boy. Hey, look, Coach, you gonna have to give me practice during third period. You better tell my English teacher. Teddy Graham says street lights. I feel that. Street lights. The only thing is, depending on where you live, that might be 10 o'clock.
Unless you live out in the boonies. That's never like
Man, look. When I lived I didn't live there. When I went to visit Canada, I seen bro, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning and it was sunset. That shit threw me the fuck off. I was like, what the hell? Yeah. Elizabeth Redcase says 9 p.m. I could agree with 9 p.m. That's a good time, you know.
Yeah.
High school football practice barely over by 4 p.m. Hey, look, 4 p.m. Get them done. Too hard on a school night. 9 p.m. is late enough to be out. I can agree with that. Unless here's the one caveat: you give them a little pass if they have a school event. If they have a football game that starts at 7:30 and the game don't get over until 9:15, they gotta get home.
They better get all their stats in before curfew.
Boy, you better hope your mom came to the game. We coming to pick you up in the tunnel.
Bruh.
It's over with. I'll be crazy. All right, so.
Hell no.
All right, so here's them actually holding them accountable. I need to start waiting until this slow ass shit start loading before I say here it is.
There must be a lot of people already doing something with the algorithm again. You know, they're always doing something.
Now my YouTube be moving slow sometimes when I'm on StreamYard. I need to upgrade my computer probably.
That's why I went and got a dedicated laptop for all this.
Yeah, I did too, but apparently this laptop ain't dedicated enough.
No.
It needs a little bit more heart. This laptop.
Man, thank you for the show. Hey, matter of fact, it's that one to talk about it shirt. Got the crew right here. I dropped the Reservoir Dog style. So
where can they find that?
Man, I'm gonna start to get the merchandise. I'm gonna start promoting on my page. Both pages actually, my YouTube page and my Facebook page, both under Karmic Dead. So I was gonna do them $10.
Okay.
Start getting the crew to wear these shirts. The shirts is dope as hell though. It's like a movie poster style. So I have that up later on.
Yeah.
Where your merch at?
Man, my merch is live. I don't have it on me right now, but you know, I'm kind of in a temporary studio right now.
Yeah.
Got a couple things going on, so once I get everything set up the right way, I'm gonna have some merch set up behind me on the wall.
Oh, okay.
So everybody can see it. Timothy Taylor. The real reason the kids go downtown is because the hood at night is filled with mosquitoes and smell like a horse stable. From badly cut grass downtown has no mosquitoes at night. I don't know. You ever been to 6th Street? You ever been to 6th Street? It's some mosquitoes. It's some flies. Boy, it's everything you need and more to piss you off. Hey, and it's homeless people sitting there in between each bar, smelling like cat piss. That's what happens when you let a city go blue in a red state. All right, so here's one of the first cases of them actually holding a parent accountable. Here's how that's going.
Just Monday alone, the city issued 180 tickets for curfew violations stemming from the Ford fireworks. But teens violating Detroit's curfew have been a problem for months.
Look, this judge don't play with them. He said, yeah, I know what you was doing. I've been there before. You think I wasn't a black kid in Detroit before?
Just yesterday, 7 News Detroit anchor Simon Shaquette spoke to the chief about how he would enforce the rules and hold parents accountable. Well, today, Simon followed up on that process as parents appeared in court. Afterward, he sat down with one mother and her son to hear their take.
Today, facing a judge, one parent took full responsibility for her son violating curfew in the city of Detroit. And beyond that, when we arrived at her doorstep, she had plenty more to say.
The defendant's son was not in her custody, and he was out in the city of Detroit at 1:55. Yes.
Appearing before 36th District Court Chief Judge William McConaughey, parent Satira Green not making any excuses for her 15-year-old son breaking curfew rules on a day of more than a dozen arraignments for the same offense.
Hi, Miss Green. My name is Simon Shaquette.
When I visited her home shortly after, Green further took responsibility when she says her son left home to see friends earlier this month against curfew rules.
I take responsibility. I did talk to him.
Are you letting your son know?
Man, what else do you gotta do? She got a gate on the door. She got a gate on the door, man. What else do you gotta do to keep these badass kids inside? And what's crazy is they said out of 15 people, it sounds like she's the only one who is taking accountability for their kids.
She said, I just said I would talk to him too, but she said this happened before. It's cut the talking after it's happened before.
Yeah.
This is against the law to be out past a
he
certain
know
time?
now because on Zoom, he was right there with me.
Do you see a need for these rules being enforced after some of the things that have happened?
Yeah, definitely.
While I watched other hearings, the judge took on more cases where parents also faced serious consequences of fines of $200 or more, involving underage kids allegedly breaking curfew. Most recently, the night of the Detroit fireworks, 180 violations given to parents, part of an effort to promote safety.
Was your 6-year-old child walking outside of your presence at 2 a.m.?
Yes, that's correct. He escaped out the house.
6 years old, escaped out the house? Hold up.
He has autism.
In the city of Detroit, there is a curfew. If the juvenile is 17, the curfew is 11 p.m. If the juvenile is 16 and under, it is 10 p.m.
The message also something I...
So you mean to tell me that your excuse for him sneaking out of the house is because he has autism?
That's what I heard.
So not that you pay closer attention to him and make sure that he's doing the right thing because he has autism. But no, he snuck out the house because of it. Boy, you can't make this shit up.
Followed up with the chief judge about, after court was over, to ask about not only assessing if more support is needed, but what parents must remember.
It's your responsibility to make sure your kids are in the house at 2 o'clock in the morning. And there's never an excuse for a 2-year-old to be wandering in the city of Detroit and they're brought back home by a stranger.
Chief Judge McConaughey says the 10 people who failed to appear can now be subject to warrants for their arrest. For Green.
Bro, this is insane. A 2-year-old, a 6-year-old. Bro, what? I didn't think, I knew it was going to be a curfew issue, but I thought there was going to be a whole bunch of teenagers on here. Well, not 2-year-olds.
So I believe there's a historical precedence for all of this. And I'm actually on Google right now to see if I can pinpoint my thought here.
Okay. While you do that, I'm gonna catch up on some of these comments. I'm gonna let you read up on that and let us know what's going on here.
I got some stuff right here. In the
Okay.
Victorian and early modern underworld. So you have during the 17th and 18th centuries, large groups of homeless runaways were famously dubbed the blackguard children. By the Victorian era, these roaming packs of destitute youth were known as street Arabs or gutter snipes. Then you had gangs of homeless children. And they eventually started implementing harsh punishments on these children's. The law made no distinction for youth. Children as young as 12 were subjected to adult prisons or even hanged for petty crimes. So that is the route that all of this is headed if there's not a handle on it soon.
So that's how the curfew laws originated.
I'm not sure if that's how they originated generally, but in Victoria, in London, in that era, that's definitely when they started to try to implement curfew laws to stop the kids, really.
Yeah. I don't know if that's where it's headed now. I don't think social media would let them hang kids now.
Not necessarily.
But they definitely.
But the 2026 equivalent.
Yeah. Maybe even get them. See, whenever I think I had curfew probably like in 2012, 2013. I had got a curfew citation, and I was probably 14 or 15. I can't remember. And they gave me a fine. I had to pay like a $750 fine. I had to do community service, like 40 hours of community service.
Yeah.
I had to write a letter to the court. I had to write a letter to my parents. I had to write a letter to my teacher. Like I had to write a whole bunch of letters to people. And then they made me do something else too. Some type of course where like a police officer talks about the dangers of, being out so late at night. They were telling us about the type of heinous crimes they get at that time of night. I think that's something that needs to be implemented there in Detroit. And I don't know if they have a program that's already set up like that or not, but I know here, the way that was, it was like, okay, I actually understand why you guys have a curfew now, because I didn't even know there was a curfew. And when I first heard about it, I said, oh, that's stupid. Y'all are just fucking with me. And then when you break it down, you'd be like, oh, okay, this is why you guys really don't want people who are under this age out at that time. And you break it down to the kid's perspective, they can understand it more and be able to maneuver around that better.
It's true what they say. The freaks come out at night, and it's
That's
just
exactly what the judge told me.
The later it gets, things become a liability. Like how many kids you got?
I got 4, man.
What time of day do you recall conceiving these 4 children?
Shit, knowing me any time of the day or night. But I get where you're steering the boat. You know what I'm saying?
Dead ass, right?
I'm just saying the sales always.
My youngest came about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was fucking up, not gonna lie. But it's that thing, freaks come out at night, bump at night.
Yeah.
3 o'clock witching hour, all those things they have their basis in reality.
And that's when you hit, the people who want to go and do their shootouts. They want to go do their drive-bys. They want to go rob the local gas station. They want to, it's a lot of things going on. It's a lot of creeps out there just roaming the streets. You got homeless people. They kind of be able to be the homeless and drug addicts are at an advantage out there at night because most people aren't familiar with the landscape at night when it's dark, and they are because they roam those streets. So you even have the opportunity to get snatched up by them. Like it's so much stuff going on at night that these kids really do need to be in the house, especially when they're going out and causing even more trouble.
Man, deterring and distracting from the real trouble going on.
You say, yeah, that's a little Carmelo.
I'm like I said, I ain't got my glasses on, But even like I'm looking at 3 different monitors, and this profile, he favored Carmelo a little bit to me.
Man, diversified multimedia music, future me streaming everywhere music is streamed.
Yeah, he had to plug his shit.
Okay, yeah.
That's
What's
Mike.
happening to my boy? Yeah, Mike. My boy Mike. Just don't look. If y'all hear him mention an OnlyFans link, do not click it. Do not click. You don't want to see what's in there, man. Teddy Graham's TV. Fathers are important in the household. I agree. Timothy Taylor. Send the Jehovah's Witness who go door to door to witness downtown to the teens during the teen takeovers.
I like
Yeah,
Timothy.
let me know how that goes.
I like Timothy, man.
You know,
he definitely has a sense of humor.
nah, you know who they need? They need the Black Israel, the Black Israelites, the Black Jew Israelites, whatever the fuck they called.
Tell about the history of themselves.
Yeah, run around with their microphone, telling them how we are all black brothers. We need to. They're the only ones who can survive down there.
They look powerful out there.
They look real damn stupid. David Mays, long overdue. Crime at night. More drunk drivers. That's a fact. He laughing like he one of the drunk drivers. Hold up, Teddy.
This one.
Man.
I'll catch Teddy on the Want to Talk About It podcast with me too. He's my OBS operator whenever he's working.
All right, let's finish up this one right here, and then we'll start.
It's about ensuring one mistake doesn't become a pattern and that her son follows the law no matter what.
It worries me sometimes because there be so much going on.
And Judge McConaughey doubling down, wanting to be clear, this is not about a desire to lock people up, but rather to ensure the safety of all in our city. From Detroit's West Side, Simon Shaquette, 7 News Detroit.
All right, Simon.
And I think that answers what he was saying earlier when they were going back and forth in the comments about, oh, should they all be charged? It's not about locking them up. It's about holding them accountable so they can be up out of there. Oh, you was laughing for the OnlyFans comment. Hey, if you know, you know. Don't click on his OnlyFans, man. Timothy Taylor.
If you want to know about the OnlyFans, you have to catch it. What was the episode we did? The entrepreneurship episode we did last Saturday on my page. So he talks about the OnlyFans thing as part of his entrepreneurship. So ladies, if you're interested, guys, that's between you and my.
Hey, look. Hey, guys, if you're interested, get off my channel.
Hey, Tiff.
Somebody said it's not a lot of police on duty at late night hours. Yeah, that's true too. Tiff said, hey.
Hey.
Tiff. Yo, I was capping. Nah, we holding you to it. We holding you to it now. We holding you to it now. You the OnlyFans dude.
Tell Junior I said, hey, I owe him a Pokemon match.
Hey, look, Teddy, the first person who couldn't make it on OnlyFans, so started making music.
That's working backwards.
That man couldn't make it on OnlyFans, picked up every other type of camera and mic. That's all, man.
Okay. I'm gonna get a deck. I'm gonna make a new deck.
He say it's funny because it's true.
That's crazy.
Oh man.
Things you learn about your friends.
Just don't go to any local male strip club. I mean, anyways, hopefully he ain't gonna be there.
I wouldn't know.
Shit, I wouldn't fucking know. I'm just saying, with the OnlyFans vibe, it's making me think he going down that route soon.
I thought about it.
Timothy Taylor, the people downtown need some outdoor night dogs nonstop. Dogs barking would make the teens go somewhere else. Yeah.
It definitely made me go somewhere.
I don't know. The dogs ain't really gonna phase me. I'm thinking about 17-year-old me. I'm like, oh, okay, the dogs, that's cute and all. That dog come over here, I'm gonna kick it in the nose. That's how I'm thinking.
Trying to get my sleep for work in the morning.
You said, yeah, facts. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to sleep. I ain't gonna be able to sleep, especially you live downtown.
I might not shoot a kid, but a dog might end up being shot at that night. I'm just saying. If they ain't
might be eating dog the next day. Put a dog up on the grill.
Get a kid by accident and have to suffer the consequences. But yeah, can't have the whole neighborhood full of barking dogs, man. No.
Hey, if you hit a kid or the dog, the whole neighborhood gonna quit.
Yeah, then that'd be worse because everybody be up.
Hey, look, as long as you could get your sleep, it ain't gonna be at your house. It's gonna be at the penitentiary, but you good. You gotta have a nice, quiet place to sleep.
Got some more comments.
Talking to you again.
Talking about it depends. Some kids you just can't control.
Control. What was that?
I had another comment come in from a messenger. They said some kids you just can't control.
Control what? Some kids.
Yeah, some kids you just can't control.
It's because you ain't get them in line early enough. You gotta break them down early enough to where they understand. Like, yeah, they're supposed to respect you as they get older, but they're supposed to fear you when they're younger. They're supposed to, and not fear in like a bad way of like, oh my gosh, my dad is gonna kill me. But like, nah, like I know that if I do this, I am gonna face consequences. I'm really gonna face real consequences. I'm not gonna be able to get away with this. It's not gonna be fun if I mess around and do something that I'm not supposed to do. And at the same time, you need to actually be building that relationship, teaching them. You can't just be disciplining them. You have to teach them why you're disciplining them. Like, sometimes I have my son, he'll get in trouble. He'll do some shit that I told him 100 times not to do. He knows better than doing it. I sit him down, all right, so why are you getting this whooping today? And he gonna tell me why, right? And I'm like, okay, so why is it important that you get this whooping today? Because I know I wasn't supposed to do that. And the only reason why I did it is because I wasn't holding my integrity. Well, what's integrity? Integrity is making sure that you're doing the right thing, even when nobody's paying attention. Why is integrity important? Oh, because, it could always come back to get you later. And X, Y, like he's going to understand completely and fully. And he's going to know whenever I catch him in the act of doing it, oh, I know I'm about to get a whooping. Like, I already know. He going into the whooping room already, sitting down on the bench where they get that, what I'm saying? Like, he ready, you know what I'm saying? So,
my oldest doesn't like me to be disappointed. Like, when she was younger, all you had to do was tell her your dad gonna be disappointed, and she'd bawl out crying. No whooping.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm disappointed in you.
Maybe it's a girl thing.
I don't know.
Maybe it's because my boys, they'd be like, oh, disappointed? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Not an ass whooping, just disappointed. All right, cool. I'm glad you just disappointed, Dad.
Oh no, I think Mike and both his sons are the same way. I don't. Hey, Mike, you in the chat still? If you are, man, I don't ever recall you telling the story of you having whooped either of your boys.
But also, y'all's kids is a little bit older too, huh?
My oldest is 11.
Oh, okay. My oldest is 9. And then I got my daughter is 1. So, I got all different groups.
Yeah,
we still got.
He said his boys are good as fuck.
Yeah. See, they good. They be good. Like I don't ever have any issues with them out in public or anything. It's like certain things, right? Like, okay, I told you to do X, Y, and Z. If I have to tell you to do X, Y, and Z, or if you have your chores you're supposed to do every day, and you're supposed to do your chores, but you take and you hide your list of chores for the week. Like, I'm gonna forget that it was there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like little stupid stuff that it's like I'm really big on integrity and your morals. Like, I have to build that foundation into you. And you're not, I could talk to you 100 times, but I gotta motivate you to have these integrity and morals while you're young, because you don't have that motivation as a young person to be like, yeah, I want to be a good person because this and this and this matters to me. No, you just want to do whatever you can get away with because you're a kid. And you want to have the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do with no consequence. Because that's what it means to be a kid, you know? So you gotta kind of, for me, I have to motivate them into, look, this is what we don't do, this is what we don't. What we do, if I have to, if I get to the point where I have to whoop you, it's because we didn't have that conversation 3-4 times. Third, fourth strike, nah, you gonna have to get it. You're gonna have to get it at least one good time, and I'm hoping that we're not gonna have another time.
My weapon was lectures. When I was married with the boys, because the boys were, well, they were teenagers, right? And I whooped one of them once and didn't feel good about whooping anybody after that. So I was like, okay, let me get in my psychology bag and hit y'all with these lectures. So when they would get in trouble, the lectures would just get longer and longer. And the way my brain operates, I mean, I might tell you the same lecture, I might give you a new one. But if I'm giving you the same lecture, guess what you got to sit through again?
Yeah. I feel
same
that.
lecture, but now
You're gonna hear the first one first, and then I'm gonna add on part 2 into it's gonna be a sequel, but you're gonna see part 1 as well.
Look, it got
Don't worry, you're gonna catch up.
Just like the TV shows. Oh, another lecture. Oh my God. Like,
wow,
now you got to sit through this. This is a good one too. I've been saving this one for like a week. I've been building up points on this one.
See, I guess for me, working in corrections, I learned you have to be real strict at first and then ease up as I get older, right? Or as I get to understand how you operate.
Yeah.
So like when they're young, that's when they get whoopings. Like my oldest, he gets a whooping maybe like if he's doing something that he really know he ain't supposed to be doing. Very rarely. But my younger ones, when like they have to, they're young. They barely understand a lot of things. You got to get some type of something so they really get into it. Because I'll tell my son, my 5-year-old, I'll be like, hey, look, don't do that. He'll start laughing. Like he think I'm joking with him. Like he thinks if he can joke it off with you, you'll laugh too, and it'll be cool. Like I can still do it. Like, I'll be like, hey, put that down. And he'll look at me, he'll start laughing. Like, no, boy, I ain't joking with you. Like, put that down for real. Like, what I'm saying? He thinks, because, hey, look, I can make you smile back. It's good. And different little things like that. Like, it's the way they, and I'm not saying he gets a whooping for that, right? But I'm saying there's different ways that they maneuver around certain things when you try to target it a certain way. Some kids, you got to kind of like get them real quick, get them straight. And then you don't have to whoop them no more when they older. You don't have to crack down on them later. And then you're not telling them when they 16, oh, well, it was nothing I could do. I was having talks with them. I never whooped them. I never did this. I gave them the best life they could have. Why don't they listen? Because a talk isn't going to put that fear in your heart. You know why you don't go out and go commit no crimes? Not because you want to be the greatest person because you know better. Because deep down, your natural animal instinct wants to go do all that crazy shit. But if you go do any of that, you getting penitentiary time. That's the real.
For me, it's not necessarily the time. Like penitentiary, it's the penitentiary time, yes. But it's more so that there are certain things I like to do in the free world that I won't be able to do because of the penitentiary.
But either way, that consequence is there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We don't act right because we respect things. We act right because there's a consequence behind not respecting. And that's just how humans work. You might respect.
I think there's levels. There's definitely levels.
For the most part, you
like
move a certain way.
Your football coach. If you had a good football coach.
Okay, if your football coach say go run 3 laps and you say no, guess what's gonna happen? He gonna say, "Oh, you play linebacker this week, Des? Okay, next week you playing left bench."
But see, that's the thing about respect. If when that person earned your respect, you don't even think to do that.
But it's like, okay, so it's a combination of both is what's required. You have to have the fear to have the full level amount of respect. If there's no fear of a consequence, just like why do people make sure that they walk right with God? If you was able to just be like, yes, I believe in God, we're good. I could go live whatever life I want to live. Nobody will be out here trying to make sure that they don't sin. There's sins, and with sins come consequences. So you avoid sinning so that you don't face those consequences.
Well,
It's in anything.
There are people out there that, like, for instance, you're using the example of search for God. There are people out there that are in a search for God for the knowledge. And that,
but either way, it's not necessarily the search.
Right, it's not necessarily a consequence in that aspect. It's more so a fee that you pay to get the knowledge of God in that aspect. And that's where the respect comes in. That's what I'm saying. There's two sides of the respect coin.
You could twist it to look however you want it to look. It could look like a chocolate ice cream cone with sprinkles, but at the end of the day, it's still milk up under the sprinkles and
There's still consequences.
chocolate.
I'm not removing the fact that there are consequences, but the weight of how the consequences are prioritized and what you use in your search, that's what becomes the weighted part of whether the consequence is what's important to you.
But once you become devoted and you become a believer, so here's the thing, and that's really what it is. That's the difference. Is I'm thinking more of a believer, and you're saying more of the search for knowledge, right? So search for knowledge is you're still finding out, you're still seeping through different ones, scavenging through, trying to figure out where you belong most or what you fit in with, or maybe you just want to understand all of them. Either way, what I'm saying is a believer fears God. That's why they don't put love God on the back of their hands. They put fear God. They put fear God. I fear God. Yes, I love God, but I fear God. I follow Jesus. I fear God. There's a reason why. Because without any consequence of anything, you wouldn't follow God's directions. You just wouldn't. Let's be real. Because if there was no such thing, why is the rainbow here? Why is the rainbow here? We didn't fear consequence, and then we got the consequence. And this is the reminder. Here's what happened when the consequence happens. If you don't follow, here's what happens.
Because you said fear, right? You don't go towards things you fear. So even though it said you fear God, it's a fear out of respect. It's not a fear out of scared.
Okay, but
like with the rainbow,
not necessarily.
God because they're afraid.
No, you respect what you fear. You don't so you always will respect what you fear. You don't always fear what you respect. That's the difference, right? So if you fear God, you're gonna respect God. I could respect, okay, let's say.
Can you really say that? Like you said with your example with the rainbow. With the rainbow
100%.
coalition.
100%.
You think they're unafraid of God?
I think that they are very 100% unafraid of God, because if they were afraid of God, they wouldn't be making the actions that they're making. Those are dire situations that can continue to happen, and you're choosing to live that way. Not that you made a choice. You can make a choice to rob somebody, and you made one sin. You could be feeling bad for that. There's people who make the choice to kill somebody, and they feel bad for that for the rest of their life. But choosing to continue to kill somebody is when, okay, you have no choice. You're going down, and you don't fear God. You can't fear God, because if you are going to continue to sin over and over and over, knowing what the consequence is, you cannot fear God in the way that you say that you fear God. Same thing with the alphabet community. If they really did fear God, they wouldn't be sitting here going back against every word that he says and literally hating people who rock out with God, because in the Bible they're called out for being, Obstrosity, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way that they could be of God. There's just no way.
But even in that right there, what you just said, they're called out for being atrocity. God is his whole idea. Well, the whole plan is to remove this world of the atrocities.
Yeah.
And if they can get rid of God in society and culture, even if it's just in our minds, then they succeeded. They've gotten rid of their fear.
Yeah.
As I said, I peeped it a long time ago.
It's a religion.
They put it out there like they're not afraid of God, but everything they do shows me that they're completely afraid. They co-opted
They're terrified.
They co-opted the rainbow. Why? They know that's his covenant.
Yeah, it's all plotted. It's all plotted out the right way. Like, they know what they're doing. They do it a certain way on purpose.
Yeah.
Let's get into some of these comments real quick. We had a few of them. Tiff say, you reap what you sow. Teddy, back in my day, parents used to beat us near death. Boy, my dad threw a kitchen table at my forehead one day. You know what that's like. Teddy Grams, laughing emoji.
I've been hit with a multitude of weapons.
They ain't gotta fear you, but respect what you respect for them, and they shouldn't want to lose it. And I understand that too, but at the same time, think about it. You feared your parents growing up. You did. There's no way you could tell me that you didn't fear your parents. And even if it's not in a way that you thought that they was gonna beat you, whatever. There's so many things that your parents can do to touch you. They could take away your phone. They could do a whole bunch of different things. You fear when your teacher calls home to your parents, you fear that. There's that anxiety in your body. 100%. You don't even remember school.
I remember.
No, I'm messing with you.
We would laugh at our teacher when they'd be like, I'm about to call your mama. Like, she at work, go ahead.
When you was at a certain age. But if you knew you was going to get in trouble behind it, you would fear it. And maybe that was the issue. You didn't think you was going to get in trouble behind it. So you didn't fear it.
That phone call was never going to make it through.
But if it was making it through, you would have been scared. You'd have been like, oh, shit.
Possibly.
They calling my mama. They calling my mama. I know I'm about to get my ass. Facts, Tiff. Timothy Taylor, suspending the driver's license of these teens who drive down there would be the end of teen takeovers. Nah, they're going to get there. However, I remember being a kid. If there's some event I want to go to.
So I think Timothy's hilarious. I liked him.
He might be. I can't tell if he's being sarcastic or not, though. You never know it. And that's the thing about my followers is they always. I post so many memes of like joking on these liberals that sometimes I don't even know if they're being serious when they think that I'm being serious about these posts. Like, y'all know that I'm making fun of these people, right? So I can't even be mad at him for being sarcastic. Finally, somebody get it. Like that, Tiff. My boys are good as fuck. Lunges were effectively enough. They need whoopings. Yeah, they get some squats and some wall sits sometimes. But look, I don't spare the rod, and I'm damn sure not gonna spoil the child. All I have to do with mine is raise my voice and ask him if he's making good decisions with himself right now. Okay. Gotta roll. Good topic, guys. All right, let's see. This needs to be done nationwide. This man said he don't. Wait. I missed some stuff. Hold up. Because what the hell are you talking about?
That's what he's talking about, fear and respect. So he fears spiders, but he fears spiders, but he don't respect them.
Hey, look, you respect. You don't have to respect them. But you know what you respect? You fear spiders because of their venom. So you know what you respect? Their venom. Because you respect that shit will take you down. You fear it and respect it. It's you can't have respect without you can't have fear without some type of respect for it. You have to have respect for the source of what it is, the power of whatever's behind it, to have that fear. Like if I don't respect your gun, I'm not gonna fear you. If I don't respect the fact that you will take it and shoot me, I'm not gonna fear you. I don't respect you to do it. I respect you know, if you respect, somebody to actually do it, then you fear them.
I think that's what it is right there. Is you respect that the person is willing to act as opposed to necessarily the fear.
Exactly. Yeah. So he said, "You become an animal cage." This needs to be nationwide, says one to go. Teddy Graham said, "I don't respect spiders. You'll respect them if a black widow bites you." Garrett Harris says parents have a responsibility to discipline their children. I agree. I fear my mom. I fear my dad, not my mom. And if you had only your mom, you probably wouldn't be doing what you're doing right now. You blessed to have your dad to fear. Nah, it ain't even the Venom. Venom is one of my favorite characters because you respect it, nigga. Thank you for telling me that you respect it. It's just spiders, that and heights, and you respect the fact that you will go splat on the floor if you fall from 100 feet.
No, I think he's afraid of that. I think he's afraid of
that. Yeah. Hey, so you know what you do? You fear heights, so you respect the boundaries of knowing, hey, these rails only hold 100-pound weight. Let me back up off these rails. Back up. Hey, look, this ladder only holds X amount of pounds, and I'm above that. I'm not getting on this ladder. You respect it in that way.
I think there's gravity at that point. If you believe in gravity, it is.
If you believe in gravity, actually.
Hopefully, everybody in the unfiltered logic chat believes in gravity. I mean, it's logical.
One would beg to differ. It's a higher chance I want to talk about it, not believe in gravity, than unfiltered logic. I ain't quite on that frequency, brother. True Heart said, good point. You respect boundaries and you respect someone that is true to their word. There you go. That's one thing I learned quick. When I was 18, I worked at the prison. So I learned that really quick. If you do not have anything else in this world, you have your word. And that is the most valuable thing that you could have. Gotta respect their word. Gravity is man-made. I told you. So want to talk about it. It's want to talk about it, remember? They're going to talk about gravity is man-made. It's all magnetic, huh, Teddy? I'm waiting for you to tell me how it's magnetic. I know that's what you're going to say.
I don't know what that man going to say.
And then he knows that's what he was going to say. Look. Man, Teddy, what you doing? You want me to drop the link, man? You want to hop up on here?
I do have a guy that has another theory for it, though.
Is it because the earth is flat and so you just keep, falling into the earth? I know that's Teddy's next. It's a figment of your imagination. Okay, so you're a Matrix believer. Okay.
You said that's his key phrase, actually, right there. Matrix.
I just hope you took the red pill and not the blue one.
They both lead back to the system anyway. I've seen the movie. I've been binge watching it the past month.
Yeah, I watched. Yeah, I forgot how many ones there is. Like there's like 4 of them, and then it goes into Terminator and everything else. Oh shit, we got an essay over here.
I see.
You might have to read this.
Are you gonna do it like that? Pull it up on.
You better get your reading glasses. No,
Tammy and Toddy. There's 2 different people going at it again. They coming for Tammy today, ain't they?
They coming for Tammy. Why y'all coming for my girl Tammy? Well, y'all better leave Tammy alone. What Toddy say? Said Tammy Parker. I've been
saying for years. Arrested parents for the crimes of the underage hooligans. Fine and jail and permanent loss of all taxpayer-funded benefits and payment for damages. I guarantee you 2 things will happen. First, the race car will be flashed until damage receipts are shown, then some will change their behavior.
Hold up.
Did I read that in the right tone, Toddy? I want to read it in the right tone.
This is what I got to say to Toddy. That's all I got to say. Round of applause. I agree with that. I thought she was coming for my girl Tammy. We all on the same page.
At first they was coming for Tammy.
At first they was. But Toddy was on the right side of Tammy. We good. Toddy and Tammy. Teddy Grams. Damn, there's too many T's. Teddy Grams. I smoked the green one. Ain't no green pill. That was
In the Matrix. You can't tell him ain't no green pill.
They sprayed that one, Teddy. You shouldn't have smoked that one. You better be careful what you be picking up and smoking, man.
Why was you smoking and everybody else was popping theirs anyway? That's crazy.
Man. Boy. Well, I tell you, and they wondering where crack came from. You know where crack came from. Shit. Talking about black. Oh, the white man gave you crack. No, they didn't. Did you hear that shit?
Man. Cocaine, yeah, not crack.
yeah, you know. They gave us part of it, though. We creative. But look, y'all, this was a good stream, good show. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that share button, get this, out. Everybody needs to hear about these type of things. Go ahead, hit the like button, the share button, smash the comments, whatever. Make sure you engage, get this out. Tap in with my boy Dez. Dez, let them know your channel again.
Comic Dez on YouTube and on Facebook and on Instagram. Bullshit. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, all your streaming services. You just type in Comic Dez into Google and everything will come up. ChatGPT.
I recently found out this goes as far back as MySpace.
Mine? It does?
No. We was talking about MySpace last stream.
Oh, yeah, we was talking about that. Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm. Share this to your friends and family. I appreciate you guys tuning in and joining in on the conversation. Me and Dez are going to be going live every Monday at 5:30. Every Saturday, we're going to do a morning show for y'all too. Because we know on Saturdays, y'all wake up and it don't be nothing going on. Y'all just got back from the bar. Y'all got a little bit of hangover. You ain't got enough energy, but you need to watch something. So we're going to come to you at 11 o'clock every Saturday morning, 5:30 p.m., every Monday afternoon. And, come check us out. And we are, well, I'm going to let the rest of the comments come in.
I am a Saturday morning cartoon. I could be a Saturday morning cartoon.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let the rest of these comments come up. I'm going to play this song quietly in the background, and we could just respond to the rest of the comments while we take off.
I can be goofy. Yeah, I can definitely do goofy. Gorge. What is that? Damn. What is that damn shit? The Mickey Mouse game, the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Trueheart said, you don't have to read this out loud, but UWO stands for Uncharted Waters Online. And MMORPG, I've been playing for 16 years. I don't know if that was at you or at me. Appreciate that. Yeah, we had a good show, man. And we even had an opportunity to pick on Mike for a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, all the older shows I have, you can find on my page too. Like Josh has been telling y'all, I go into more in-depth topics. My major, my psychology major, I delve into consciousness and mind. We do talk on current events, politics, just a wide range of things. It's what I talk about. And you go to my Future MC episode. you'll see I was like 85% correct like 5 years ago on the path that they're going with the MCU way back when. So yeah. We
Okay. Hey, and speaking of that, that actually leads us into something that me, Dez, and a couple of our other members in our team are working on. We're actually working on bringing a school community to you guys. So we're gonna have, modules for you to be able to check all the receipts. Check all the receipts of what's going on with the fraud with the Democrats. I'll have it broke down per state. Diesel has something for learning AI technology, learning how to, write scripts, how to make videos, how to write books, all the different thing on AI. Dez is gonna come out with some modules, about how to, maintain throughout the week. Get your mind right, your mindset. It's all about the mindset with Dez, man, because you gotta have your mindset right. And we'll also have Right Wing Kayla and Harley in there as well. We'll all have different modules for you guys that you guys can come check out, be able to learn some things, be able to be a community. On Facebook, on YouTube, we're able to say certain things and do certain things, but we get censored so much. So here you can really get the raw, uncut version of us and be able to talk to us. We'll even do like 15 minutes. You could choose who you want out of the group every month. You can do it one-on-one. You could actually get to know us a little bit, get to pick our brain, maybe even throw out some ideas that we might do on the next live stream. So check out that. Be ready for that. Keep your eyes peeled for that. It's going to be a school community. Not sure what our name for it is going to be yet, but we're building it. Probably going to have it out towards the beginning of next month if everything goes good. And yeah, just keep your eyes peeled for that, y'all.
What else y'all got for us? Hey, yeah, man, appreciate the love from the people in my YouTube crew. Matter of fact, y'all, this is part of the crew. Whatever he's feels like it, but he does mainly gaming. He has the retro gaming dojo on YouTube. Watch him do the run-throughs on classic games, newer games. What game you on? What game you on right now in the chat?
Yeah, if we got any gamers in the chat, go check them out. Hey, YouTube crew, y'all need to go check me out on YouTube too. Hit that subscribe button on Unfiltered Logic 001. My boy Xavius, my boy Teddy Grams. Go hit that subscribe button for me on there too, and follow me on Facebook. I'm always putting out some good content. Stay tuned, stay in touch. And if y'all ever want to collab, I know y'all is Dez boys. Y'all ever want to get on some of these live streams, just let me know. We'll get you on some. It's nothing but sending over a link to you. So if it's ever, even if you're in the chat and you're like, hey, Dez and Josh is having a good conversation, man, let me hop up in here. Shoot one of us a message. We'll get you on. Too easy.
I do interviews.
Yeah, that too. I'm actually about to, I don't know, that Oliver, the Oliver guy that Kayla has kind of been talking to online a little bit. They see, you seen they had the post of them talking about they were going to do a podcast together in September.
I don't think I have seen it.
Well, anyway, he's from Canada, and he's a conservative from Canada. And I'm probably he's coming out of Texas, so we're probably gonna do like a live audience interview for that to see what the perspective of Canadian conservatives are, what type of struggles they're dealing with. I think that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I was off of Facebook for like a week, and I'm just getting back on it. Like, damn, I see what people are talking about, which there is a lot of negativity on Facebook.
Boy, I tell you, you just gotta ignore it for real. Like, what I do is, I got a text that I had set it on my phone to where it does. You know how if you press a certain letter, it'll auto correct.
Yeah.
I set it to where it's a shortcut, to where when I put THX, it'll say thanks for commenting. Make sure you like, share, and follow. And so anytime somebody comments with hate, I'll just thanks for commenting. Make sure you like, share, and follow. And then it pisses them off more, and then they respond again, and you get me paid. So, I don't even mind. But I appreciate everybody who supports and taps in with me, though. Those are the people that matter, you know.
They trying to coordinate how to get him on your show.
Hey, just hit me. Hit me on Facebook, whatever, you know. Dez got my number. You know, just hit me up. You can get on here whenever, man. Really, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have a show set up for every week. So if y'all have a specific niche that y'all want to get into, we could set that up. Maybe we can be on one of these weekly spots. Me and Dez is doing 2 days a week. Trying to get Diesel on 1 day a week. Trying to get Al back on at least 1 day a week. So, shit. Y'all know me, I'm grinding. Man, I forgot the conversation. I ain't even gonna lie. Gotta troll the trolls. I can dig it, fam. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. It seems like it's just the crew in here. So we're gonna call this one a wrap. I appreciate y'all boys tuning in. I appreciate everybody coming in, checking out Unfiltered Logic. Featuring Dez. Wanna talk about it. And it's been real, y'all. Come tune in again this Saturday at 11 a.m. or the following Monday, 5:30 p.m. Come check us out.
Ain't no capping in my logic, this that real talk vibe. From the south where the grind don't die, we survive. Mind sharp, money right. Truth be the topic. Welcome to the gang. This unfiltered logic. Ain't no sugarcoating here, just truth in the topic. Speak facts, not feelings, that's unfiltered logic. Pain made the hustle made profit. I learned from the struggle, now I profit off logic. Everybody talking, nobody clocking in. I ain't trying to say the world with a sign and a tweet. I'm trying to keep